going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. It's Farm Some News, baby. It's Farm Some News. Today we got 47 mods in testing for FS22. We got 1 mod in testing for FS19. With all those 5 mods were released today. Plus, we've got 18 different modders to talk about with a ton of great information. You know what? Check it out. A testing for FS22 on PC, we've got additional field info, Aghalee weight, easy forks, bell and vehicle shelter, beehive pallet spawner, Bella Grokford big bag, Case IH slice weight, Case IH 720 series, Deutz Fahr 4080, Aghalee JM2 round bell fork, farmhouse, Farm Tech Superflex 800, Horseshoe B125, Thuringen Grenoder Supra 5M, LED headlight, honey pallet station, HW80 trailer pack, integrated exact rate 8RX tanks, John Deere CP 770, John Deere CS 770, Joskin Wago loader, lift pallets and bales, manual combine discharge, Massey Ferguson 9407S, Massey Ferguson 5600, Metal Tech WP8, New Holland 8066, I love this tractor, Novacat 301 Varia and X8 Varia, only sleep at night, pack John Deere 600 FD and 700 FD, pack multi-fruit container, laceable dairy farm pack, laceable outhouse, power cut by Zarian. Are we getting a fax machine or a printer or something? What in the world? Pump filler station, quickie console, self-made bell fork, shed, solar field large and small, Steyr Terrace CVT, tipside HUD, traffic signs pack, and wood harvester manual cutting. In testing for FS22 on consoles, we have the Flegel ASS 298, Unheinrich EFG S50 telefork, Pecan PD 1500, and a repair place. And your only mod in testing for FS19 on PC is a combine experience. With all that being said, we still have 1,262 mods sitting waiting to be tested, and Giants think it's gonna take 9 work days. Guess again. In addition to the mods in testing, 5 new and updated mods were released today on the Endgame Mod Hub. I've already made a video showing these off. You can find that video linked in the first pinned comment and description below. Are you looking for some John Deere mods, maybe some more John Deere stuff? Well, Sid brings us a comparison today with the base game 9RX on the left, and on the right, his 9RX from 2019 from the 9R, 9RX, 9RT 2019 pack. If you aren't familiar, in 2020, John Deere started coming out with some newer models and changed up the yellow stripe and logo on the sides of the machines, but some people still prefer the older styles, myself included, and Sid is here to help bring those back. He's also got the 9020 and 9030 series still in testing if you're wanting something a little bit older than that, or taking it all the way back to his 8760 and 8960 for something much older, all still with Giants waiting. Here's something that I'm not too sure about, but I thought it was interesting enough and I wanted to share it with you guys, even if nothing's gonna happen from this. The John Deere 8R RX crossover hybrid from Implodey 98. You probably recognize their name from previous Farm Sim News videos talking about their Kloss mods, but this green is a little bit different. Like I said, I don't know if anything's gonna happen with this, but I thought it was too unique not to share with you guys. What do you think about this? Is this something you would use, or is it just a travesty to have tracks and wheels on a John Deere? Definitely one of a kind for sure. Moving over to something a little bit more red, a Case IH Puma from Steve's Mods. This was a mod that he tried to get out for FS19, but another Puma had already been released, and buy another one, I think there was like 4 or 10 of them. In any matter, this one's pretty sweet and offers lots of different engine configurations and options, including CVT and power shift, so you can choose whatever you like to fit your gameplay style. He's also got some really cool stuff, some new sounds to accentuate the low end of the engine range. So when you're heavy hauling or pulling something up a hill that's a little bit too heavy for you, the engine sound is going to send chills down your spine. Definitely one of the coolest tractor mods I've ever driven. The mod has passed the testing tool and has been submitted for testing for all platforms with Giants. I'll talk to Steve and see if we could do anything fun with this here on the channel, so stay tuned. Not a Case IH, but still red, we have the Schluter 2500 from Ada Modding and his team. This was a mod that they brought over to FS19, and it looks like they've been working secretly on it in the background to bring it to FS22. And 19 had 240 or 280 horsepower with a 24 mile per hour max speed. It also features animated doors, beacon configurations, different tires, and it even has rice wheels and cage wheels along with tons of other stuff and color configurations. The mod doesn't appear to be the primary focus right now, however, as Ada Modding says that they will be making this in the future, but still great to see it in game and have something different for players to use. FS19, it was for all platforms, and I do not see that changing in 22. And we're actually not done with red tractors, because EY Modding has some good news about their Massey Ferguson MF100 series. It has officially been sent off for testing for all platforms. We got a massive amount of specs for this tractor. Mainly, it's going to be available in 2-wheel or 4-wheel drive models, has 6 different engine configurations from 58 to 75 horsepower, and it will have a ton of customization and configuration options, including front light, you got wheels, front weights, cabin, turbo, license plate, and manual shifting. Since the mod is with Giants, it's just a waiting game now. In addition to the 100 series, we've also got some new pics of the modeling process on his Massey Ferguson 4000 series. Here you can see 3 different exhausts that's going to be available, at least 3 of them. These are quite interesting and unique, and I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything quite like these before, but, and again, I don't think I've ever seen this tractor in real life either, so everything in game is possible, I suppose. Oh yeah, and right as I was finishing this video, EY Modding has announced they've officially submitted their Kramer KL200 for testing, also for all platforms. I know this was a fan favorite in FS19. I'm glad to see it coming back. Back to something green, Vectorman brings us a fact sheet today for his Deutz Fahr Starliner 4045H and the header for it, both of which were announced soon after FS22 dropped about 3 months ago. But as you know, modding does take time, so let's take a look at the specs. This is going to cost you 50 grand, has 160 horsepower, comes with a variable transmission, holds 350 liters of fuel, travels at 12.5 miles per hour, 20 kilometers per hour, holds 5,200 liters crop, and weighs 8.3 tons. As for the header, this is going to cost you 15 grand, as working with a 4.2 meters, 6 miles an hour, 10 kilometers per hour, pretty standard stuff through there. It's also going to be able to harvest wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, and soybeans, so nothing out of the ordinary. It's going to weigh 1 ton. Vectorman hasn't said if this pack is with Giants yet or not for testing, but I'm sure it's not going to be very long before we see this in game for all platforms. North Modding Company's back with us today with some big time mods and a massive update to the current progress. Starting off, here you can see the mods that are currently being tested by the NMC crew. You got the John Deere 948 L2 skidder, you got the Mappa 560 pack, the John Deere 959M Velo Buncher, Lizard U-Blade, Lizard Timber Carrier, Lizard Attachment Pack, and the Lizard Road Scraper. As for the mods they have with Giants that are still in testing right now, there's only one of them, the Xylem Multi-Snow Bucket for PC only. This will be getting a console version soon though, so don't worry. Additionally, they've still got lots of mods that are in the 3D modeling stage or the texturing stage. If you'd like to see all of them, check out the link below beside NMC. Connect Modding are getting in on the mod announcement action, as well as they've got a ton of new screenshots for us today of upcoming mods, starting out with their Cotton Pack. We also get to see their Case IH Patriot 350 self-propelled sprayer and their MP Agrotaurus fertilizer spreader. Not done yet, we also get to see their Bandarati Wrestler H7 subsoiler, but the one thing about each of these, no information, just screenshots. We know that we're going to be getting all of these, and we've known about all of these mods for a little while now, maybe sans the Case IH Patriot 350, but at least we got some pictures. Yep, we don't know what's going on. We have no solid information, but at least we know they're all platforms. That's great. Jumping over to DjGoHam, some information on his John Deere X478 mower pack. This could be good news or bad news, depending on how you're looking at this. He said that he and his team have had problems with the conversion process, bringing it from 19 to 22, but they're working hard to make it happen. Turns out there was an issue with the mower, and it's not cutting grass, which is obviously what people would use it for. So, so far at least, that's the only information we've got on the tractor, but I wanted to let you guys know what we've got so far. Hopefully they're able to get it sorted for players to enjoy. With that, some good news has been reported. The John Deere 670 Disc Harrow Pack has been submitted to Giants for testing for all platforms. And they've even started work on their John Deere 2410 plow, which is a super popular mod in FS19. It's 12 meters wide and only requires 200 horsepower. And they're just getting started on this mod, but it looks like, as it will be for the other mods, it's happening, and it's great news. I'll keep you guys updated once we get more. Hispano Modding has submitted another 2 mods for testing on ModHub, the Water's Tenias platform for PC, and the generic Pack Lizard platforms for console players. These are going to feature rear ramps for loading in vehicles, auto load for rectangular bells for 100, 220, and 240, and for round bells of 125, 150, and 180. Those are all your standard bells, by the way. It's got a hitch, trailer for the pin, and a low trailer for the ball configurations, rear hitch for trailers in general, 15 different types of tires, color configurations for the base, design, and the rims, and 6 configurations for the front and rear extensions. Since we've got a 9-day waiting time on the testing list, or at least they think it will be 9 days, probably going to be another 2 weeks or so before we even see this on the testing list, but I'll keep you posted. One of the most popular feed mixers from Farming Simulator 19 is back. From 4D Modding, we've got their Keenan Mech Fiber 365 available for download over on Aghalee website. A version will also be sent off for testing for ModHub for console players as well. This speed mixer features an added collision to keep the bales at the top of the wagon during loading. The bale handler unit works as in real life. They've also reduced the speed at which the bales are consumed, which kind of stinks. They've also reduced the empty speed, which also stinks, and added sounds to the tines on the bale handler. They also increased the turn on and turn off time. Basically, all around, doesn't sound as good as it was in 19. Hey, maybe I could be proven wrong though. Of course, you can always change these options in the XML files. If you'd like to download this right now on your own PC, check the description for the link beside Aghalee or search Aghalee modding. Sometimes YouTube doesn't like external links, and the Aghalee one has definitely been one that they didn't like. And sometimes they just flat out don't work on mobile sometimes. RIP. Another mod that's been released for PC players to try out before it hits Mod Hub is the Farm Production Pack from Omotana, available now on our website, and of course, linked below. They say, do you want to have a single production building on your farm where you can refine all of the products that you grow? Do you want to make French fries or maybe even noodles? How about doing all of that without any scripts? Meaning, this is crossplay compatible. Oh yeah, for all platforms. Get the Farm Productions Pack beta right now. Link below. Omotana says more productions and products are planned for the release version, which is great news. And there's going to be more production buildings where you're going to be able to produce anything you want. Maybe even some sell points, so that'd be pretty sweet. Moving into Mapper news, let's start with the NLD community and some new screenshots from Green River 2022. Oh yeah, they say that the gas station on the map is now fully functional and ready to go. They're still working on other parts of the map, but just one more spot that is done. I know lots of you are ready to see this map, as I literally get questions daily about it. It's not done yet, but they're working on it. Also, if you want to see everything they're up to, you can check out the link in the description beside Green River 2022 or Green River 22. You can see everything that they're working on right there. As you can see from the screenshot, you've got everything that they're working on, everything that's completed, things that they're not going to be doing, and things that they are going to be doing. This is great. Here's something really cool. Iris Theme Modding is back with us today for the first time since January of 2021. It has been over a year since we heard from them. We got great news for fans of Aghalee Farm from FS19. They will be remaking Aghalee Farm from the ground up with all new models and features for Farm Sim 22. They're also aiming to make a few more maps this year, so that's cool. And they're aiming to use as many custom models as possible on all their maps and projects. This is just the beginning. I'll be keeping you updated every step of the way once we get some more information, but we'll say it's great to have Irish Theme Modding, aka Shane5465, back in action. As about some more screenshots around the FS22 version of Mappa Italia. I got you, fam. Here's some pics around some new rock formations that have been added to the map to give it more of a realistic feel. Sometimes rocks can be overlooked and modders just paint them on. Not for me though, everything is real. Oh yeah, and we get to see some dirt roads and pathways at night as well, which look really, really good. They look to be including some new lighting as well. Also, check out the textures. Oh, this looks so good. It looks to be that it's some darker areas around the areas that actually have light. That makes sense around the edge of these pictures. As you know, FS22 is fairly light colored at night, making it easy to get around, I will say. But most modders are adding their own custom lighting to make it darker at night, and this seems to be another one doing that. Do you prefer darker or lighter at night in game? Let me know. Next up, Caster Modding has announced that they're going to be bringing Somewhere in Thuringen to FS22 for its third iteration. We don't get a lot of information, none to be precise, but we do get an early look at the PDA, and here you can tell there's going to be plenty of fields, farmlands, and forestry areas for players to enjoy. This has typically been a 4X map in the past, and I don't think that's going to change in FS22. And lastly, today, let's talk about the old stream farm from Black Sheep Modding, which is still being worked on as we speak, by the way. They bring us an update today saying that they have brought over a very popular feature from the previous version, fully sellable and placeable farms. The whole farm setup in the map is going to be there whether you load a new farm or farm manager or start from scratch, but you're going to be able to delete individual pieces or the whole thing if you want to. You can create your own personal farm. Heck, you can even rearrange the buildings by placing them down in different ways, making a totally unique setup. This map has been around for a long time, and I know players are happy to see it coming back. And I'll be keeping you updated every time Black Sheep Modding shares new information on the map. And I'll continue to keep you guys updated every time I have a new segue to the outro. Only problem is, I'm running out of ideas. Big oof! Just like every episode of Farm Sim News, links to all topics discussed today can be found in the description below. Nice segue, right? There's no release dates for mods, so myself nor anyone else knows when any mod is going to be released. I repeat, there's no release dates for mods. If I didn't talk about something that you're interested in or curious about, that just simply means that there's no new information at the time of recording this video. Make sure you guys refer to previous episodes for the most current status of other projects that we didn't talk about today. And make sure you stay tuned to the channel for updated information on everything that's new going on in the world of Farming Simulator. Well guys, that is going to be it for today's news video. It was a long one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like on it. Get subscribed to the channel if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Make sure you turn your notification bells on as well so that you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. With that, hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace. I wasn't quite sure what to do with the lights today. It's covered in snow outside and the sun's shining, so everything's bright white.